What's up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you might be tuning in and watching? Doing yet another AMA. If you've never seen one of these series, what is the deal? It is essentially an Ask Me Anything session. I pick on some little topic to rant on for a few minutes, and then it goes right into Q&A. So if you're tuning in and you've got questions, you can leave a comment on Instagram, and I will pin it to let you know I'm going to answer that one next. Or if you're watching on Facebook, you can leave a comment, or Twitter or YouTube. I see all of those. On Twitter, I don't think you can actually do it, but whatever, we stream there anyway. So I wanted to rant about the collector list. And before I even do that, and Instagram, you won't be able to see the fancy countdown timer, but everyone on Facebook will. And Marilyn, I am in front of a car because I'm ranting about a collector list. I'm not actually in front of a car, though. I just put that thing up because it's prettier to look at than the ugly green screen that I have going on for Instagram. But let me see if this works, and this will come up. No, not perspective. Oh, I got to move this around. Hold on. I'll just say it. I don't even need to highlight it. But 75 days, guys. 23 hours, 45 minutes, and 59 seconds until Q4 begins. The biggest art selling time of the entire year. It's not even close. It looks like it's going to be a big one. So it is time to prepare yourselves, okay? And as we talk about preparing ourselves and getting ready for Q4, it really comes down to the marketing you do between now and then to get ready to go. You have to get your stuff up on a website. Adam, I appreciate your freaking enthusiasm. You are on the same page that I am. You have to get your art up on a website. You have to start marketing your art, and then you're doing all of that marketing just so that when you run a sale for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, it is not crickets, okay? And sort of central to that whole theme is this concept of a collector list. And if you haven't heard me rant about a collector list, I originally stole it from Weiland's book here. The book's titled Don't Be a Starving Artist. It's by Weiland, the whale guy. USA Today calls him a marine Michelangelo. But his book is awesome. This guy is awesome. I mean, he's the #1 best-selling artist in the United States, evidently. Apparently, it's not even close. And there's a reason. This guy knows what he's doing. He's very, very good at art marketing. What does he talk about in this book? He talks about a collector list, okay? A collector list, according to Weiland, is people that purchase in upwards of 8+ pieces of art from him over the course of their lifetimes. He keeps making art. These people keep coming back and buying more of it, sometimes bigger pieces, smaller pieces, larger pieces, the whole thing. And in the book, he goes into some tactical about how important the collector list is, and I'll sort of riff on that for a second. Weiland, his name is Adam. He's the whale guy. That's the book. Don't Be a Starving Artist. You can Google it. It's by Weiland. Guy's phenomenal. Just phenomenal book. It's a great book. I highlight it all the time. I mean, I'm selling in upwards of 6 to 7 copies a week for Weiland. So I'm hoping he sends me a whale painting at some point in time. So okay, the collector list. Let's get into it. I would go as far to say, and I originally learned about his concept of a collector list and how he takes care of it and everything that he does, and how out of the way he goes to make these people feel special. And when I read that, I was still too green in this business. I had not had the reps and sets of, working on marketing for my customers for the last 7 years. Well, I'm not green anymore. I've seen it. I have been slapped across the face with the lesson of the collector list. And I go as far to say it is either the #1 or #2 most important metric for an art or a photography business that is directly proportional to how much revenue that art or photography business is going to make. And Mary is asking me if I get a commission on the book. No, I definitely don't get a commission on the book, but I should write him and get myself in a little affiliate deal. But I love the book. You guys are all just essentially commission salespeople. You're solopreneurs. That's what an artist or a photographer is. 99% of them don't have people helping you out. You don't have marketing. You don't have sales support. You're pretty much a solo operation, right? And when you have a collector list, okay, and you take care of the collector list, you go from a commissioned salesperson to a commissioned salesperson with a base salary. So instead of just getting paid when you sell stuff, now you're just getting paid for creating. And what does it look like? You come out with the new series of art, and the new series has 10 pieces in it. And you're going to release it to the public on Wednesday. And on Sunday, you write an email to your collectors and you say, hey, collectors, love you guys. Appreciate the continued support. I'm coming out with a new series. It's going to debut to the public on Wednesday. And you guys got to see it first because I appreciate you. Any feedback you have, awesome. Any of them that you want, you have first right of the refusal, something along those lines, right? First right of refusal. And I see it play out time and time again. I have customers, okay, that on a regular basis are selling 40 to 50 to 60% of what they have just created before the public even gets to see it, before they even get to see it. So it's like, do it, and it just builds on itself and builds on itself. It's like, you know, when you're in a retail gallery and you're like an opening gallery night show or whatever, and you get into the gallery show and there's just already red stickers everywhere. The red stickers denote that the piece already sold. Sometimes they use different colors, but it denotes that the piece already sold. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? I'm here opening night. How have these already sold? And obviously they've sold to collectors, or sometimes the galleries play games and put those things up automatically. But it creates FOMO, the fear of missing out, okay? And the fear of missing out sends signals to your potential buyers that, whoa, I have got to buy something here because this artist is on the ups and ups. It is fundamentally the collector list, the size of it, the shape of it, the health of it, how well you are taking care of it. That it's either the number one or number two most important metric in an art business. And by the way, the other one is quite literally how many times a year you run a sale. Those for me, and what do I know? By the way, we have 5,700 customers. I study all of their data. I get to see the ones that are actually selling, not the ones that are saying they're selling. I'm looking at their bank balances, essentially, right? It's like I work at the bank and I get to see the bank balances. Well, if I worked at the bank and I got to see the bank balances, what do you think I'd do? I'm going to look at the biggest ones and I'm going to be like, okay, what did that person do? That's probably a good thing to copy, right? Or that's a good thing to look into. And that's what I got to do now because we have that many customers. And so I cannot stress how important your collector list is. Okay. And Marilyn, your comment is pinned. Robert, I see your comments. It is an AMA. I will answer those. Just let me finish on the collector list. And notwithstanding the tactical, right? The fact that you put these folks on your Christmas card list, the fact that you send them personalized emails, okay, one-on-one, like out of your Gmail or Macmail or Outlook or whatever the heck you use, right? So not only do you do that, but you follow their social followings and you like and comment on things. You make them feel special because your collectors are that important. And the question that I always get, it's like, okay, Patrick, so Weiland's definition of a collector is someone that buys an upwards of 8+ pieces of art. Well, I don't have anybody like that, right? How the heck am I going to do that? How am I going to get there? And the good news is that with the collector list, you can absolutely fake it till you make it. Okay. You can fake it until you make it. And what do I mean by that? Everyone has a collector list if they have more than one person on their email list. In fact, you guys all have a collector list because even if you're just getting started, you have your mom and your brother and your sister on that list and your best friends, right? And the idea is that whenever you come out with something new, whether these people have ever bought anything from you before, okay, you send them an email and say, hey, I'm going to release this whole thing to the public on Wednesday. I just want to send it to you first. And you would be so surprised at how much at Human Beings we love the VIP access, right? We love the first look before anyone else. There's not anyone that likes to see the sneak preview of a movie before everyone else gets to see it, right? You remember when we used to go to movies? Did you ever have a friend that would like get an advanced copy or get to go to an advanced screening? What would be the first thing out of their mouth? Oh yeah, I've already seen that. I've already seen that movie, right? I already saw it. You know, you can't help but brag about it after you do it. And it's no different with the collector list. So just understand fundamentally, your collector list can start out and it's just your email list. Okay. It's just your email list. And when I say fake it until you make it, you email the email list and you're going to release the pieces to the public on a Wednesday. Well, if you email your email list, that's pretty much all your attention. So who's going to see it on Wednesday? Nobody's going to see it on Wednesday because you already told everybody, but it doesn't matter. You just let everyone know that they get the first look, and the actual pieces will be live wherever they're going to be on Wednesday, and then show them live, but you fake it until you make it. And then your collector list becomes everyone that's bought one piece. Okay. And then it kind of grows over time. But it is so important and so fundamental. And as I go back and I look at my little countdown timer, 75 days until Q4. Okay. The Q4 marketing literally begins October 1st. You know, it used to wait until Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everyone is just racing and racing and racing to get the sale in the water earlier and earlier and earlier. So, you know, those drawn out long waiting till Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you're on sale number 3 by that point. Okay. So the marketing is coming soon. So contemplate what your collector list is. Understand how important a list it is. Treat it like it's a VIP. And I'm going to continue coming out with more tactical about some of the things that you can do to make these people feel special. But it is just so important. What's up, Karen? I'm going to wave at Karen because I can do that on my little Instagram ad. Okay, so Robert, I answered this question. He said often the biggest retail sales days are Saturdays in December. Yeah, that's for retail, but you guys are online merchants now, right? And the entire game has changed, and I see it like year in and year out. Like it's sort of like, you know, there's going to be a race, and normally there would be like the starting gates, and everybody would start at the same time. That used to be what Black Friday was. Since then, though, everyone has just started the race early. And then once one person starts running, then the other person starts running, right? Like my pre-Black Friday sale starts a week earlier. And then one merchant saw that that's what merchant did last year, and then they move it 2 weeks up. And all you're attempting to do is vacuum all of those dollars out of the economy. And so they just keep moving up and up and up and up and up, which is just crazy. So that is the collector list story. That's my rant. Doing an AMA. You can ask any question that you like. Yes, Robert, that was likely the guy. He's the best-selling artist in the United States. He's a big deal. So, yep, Larry's saying he went to his gallery a few years ago. I mean, I have one literally 20 minutes from where I live right now. I live in Newport Beach, and there's one just south of me in Laguna Beach, which is awesome. And I'm embarrassed to say I've not even been in there. I got to go in there and demand my affiliate relationship on his book. That's what I got to do. And yeah, Kim. So Kim's saying on Facebook, I treat every single person that has bought a painting from me as a collector. As VIPs, they feel so special. They buy a second, they buy a third, and on and on and on. And there you go. Not only is Kim married to a mayor, okay, married to a mayor. She refers to her husband as the mayor. I don't know if she does or not, but I do because I think it's hilarious. But there you have an artist that's selling a ton. Like, you know, you sort of just intuitively get this if you've been at this for any length of time. All right. So Marilyn's saying, other than the website and Instagram, how else to reveal new art? Marilyn, have you not heard of the live art show? Oh, the live art show is a big deal. The live art show revealing the new pieces is a big deal. And you can do that on all of the various different socials. But it is a fantastic way to do it. So that's what I would say. I need to know where I can learn the online art show. Where's the playbook at? Adam, very good question. So that teased me up for my tease. I'm working on a contest. And by the way, that contest is for customers and non-customers. Okay. I am running the biggest contest we've ever run. Okay. And I'm going to have prizes for people that are not customers. And I'm going to have prizes for people that are customers. And guess what you need to do to enter? Run a live art show. That's it. That's it. You just have to, Kim Zavia just said, I refer to my hubby as Mr. Kim Zavia. Oh God, I love that woman. She makes me laugh. Anyway, there is going to be a contest. I'm working on all the final details. My guess is it probably won't launch till next week, but it's going to be huge. I'm going to be giving away a 5-year Art Storefronts membership with like a site setup for customers. I'm going to be giving away like, I don't even know what I'm going to give away, agency services or months off of your bill or something. I'm going to figure out some crazy stuff to do. And literally all you have to do to enter is run a live show. And if you already run a live show, I don't care. All you have to do is run a live show, because I've realized over the, call it last year, that People that have never run an art show are terrified to run an art show. You're terrified of live video. You're terrified of the tech. Okay. Or number two, lights, camera, action, sound. You're like, what the heck is any of that? Three, you're like, wait a minute, I don't have a MyFace or a Facebook account. What are you talking about streaming? I literally had someone say that to me once, by the way, MyFace and Facebook. Oh yeah. He's like, yeah. We're doing marketing for the fund. We got a MyFace and a Facebook account. I was like, yeah, good luck with that. You are terrified to death of actually selling your pieces because almost no one likes selling their pieces or merchandising their pieces. You know, the reasons, the fears, the trepidations abound. Okay. They abound to not running the show. And if I was geographically in your town and I had a stick, I could bang on your door until you do it, but I don't. So I realize that I've got to have this contest. Okay. Not only for you guys, customers, yes, but also for non-customers. I'm also going to put together a quick start guide. Okay. For everyone that's not a customer. You can look at this quick start guide that I'm putting together that will answer all of the questions. How many pieces, how to price, what equipment do you need, and what equipment do you need? Where are you going to stream it? What are you going to do before, during, and after? That's for non-customers. You guys will enjoy that. For everyone that is a customer, you have like the most in-depth playbooks on the inside of your art storefronts install you've ever seen. I teach you how to go through every single solitary one step by step, how to use all the various different platforms, and I've got all the secrets in there. And I realized as I was like Googling for this, okay, that I was like, what else is out there on the internet that talks about how to do this? And I looked at like a couple articles that other people had written, and I'm like, these people are so utterly, totally full of S. I can tell in 2 seconds. And I know they're full of S because they have not run one. They've either not run one or they're interviewing somebody that ran one, and all of the advice is wrong. And all due respect to them, I'm not good at this because I'm like a fantastically talented person. I'm good at this because I've run 1,000 of these damn things, if you can include the art storefronts one. I mean, what do you think I'm doing here? Earbuds in. Why? Because I'm live on Instagram. In addition to that, software. Why? So I can be live on Facebook, my private Facebook group, Small Wins. Shout out Small Wins. Twitter, YouTube, multiple channels on YouTube. So it's like I'm doing this a lot, and I pushed a lot of customers over the line, like week in, week out. So I know all the pushback that I get. From people saying I don't want to do one. And then I also know that like some people I have to carry kicking, screaming over the line. But once it happens, my goodness. You know what happens? They're like, that wasn't that bad. I actually kind of had fun. I could totally do that again. Turns out I'm a human being like everyone else. Us normal human beings, we don't have to have fancy cameras, and we don't have to have hair and makeup, and we don't have to have lights in a sound stage or anything else. Like all of that is just nonsense. No one needs it. All you have to do is turn the doggone camera on, get your work ready to say, turn it on and let it rip, right? So that is the ball game. How did this thing go into a live art show, right? Oh, somebody asked me. Yeah, somebody asked me about it. So yeah, it is just so easy to do. And again, let's just talk about the overall artist and photographer community, okay? And let's say that there are just 100,000 of them on the entire earth. Do you know what percentage understand and have fully come to terms with the fact that live art shows are the future? 0.2%, okay? 0.2%. So anytime a new technique, tactic, a strategy is discovered in marketing, and look, I get it, live video is not new, but talk to me pre-pandemic, how many people ran a live art show? And it's nobody, right? It's almost nobody. So you are putting yourself on the very, very cutting edge of things. And the way that things work in marketing land, because I've been doing this a long time now, I'm starting to get old. I'm 42 years old, okay? I'm not even going to get into what health elements come with that, but I'm old. And when a new marketing technique or tactic is figured out, you get the most juice out of it if you get there early. And almost as sad as this is to say, the minute the technique or tactic starts getting run more and more and more, it becomes less and less and less and less effective each time. Marketers ruin everything. That's just what they do. They ruin everything. So it's like, you remember when like AOL first came out and email had 99% open rate? Like, where is that now, right? Like 2% open rate, right? So marketers ruin everything. So the point is that if I can get, and you know what? Let's just talk about results too. I have never seen anything in my entire career of doing this move as much art for customers in such a short period of time. Nothing, not even close. Not the first ones to Facebook ads, not any of the special technique and tactics. Like, and I've run so many of them now, and I've seen, let's say out of the last 10 that I ran, and some of them are with big name artists, and some of them are with smaller artists. Okay, you guys, I see what you're saying, Marilyn. She's like, slow down, right? She's like, slow down. I literally could go into my mom's attic. She doesn't really have like an attic, but there's somewhere in there that my like my grade school report cards are, and I could take out the second grade report card, and it would say, slow down. He talks too fast. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no one. I walk too fast too. You ask my wife. I walk like 10 feet in front of her everywhere we go. She hates it. She hates it. I can't control it. That's how my screws are spinning. But you can always watch the replay. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Anyway, where was I going with all that? Oh, okay. So out of the last 10 that I've run live art shows with, period. Okay. I've been training my staff up on how to do it, members of my marketing team. So I'm either directly running them myself, or I'm acting as the number 2. We can get into that later, but the number 2 is the one that's assisting the other one. Whatever. I don't want to talk. I'm not giving away all my tricks. But out of the last 10, some have huge social followings, some have small social followings. 7 out of the 10, maybe 6 out of the 10. It's either 6 or 7 out of the 10 exceeded the entire year's sales results in the one sale than they had done the previous 6 or 7 months. Is that staggering? That's staggering. And by the way, it's every niche imaginable. It's small artists, big photographers, small photographers, in between. Every single solitary one, or not every single solitary one, 6 or 7 out of the 10 exceeded their entire year's sale result with one sale. And why? How does that happen? I'll tell you how that happens. Okay. It happens because this is such a brand new thing. Number 1. Number 2, you've never done one, right? And so that means your audience has never seen you do one. Okay. Number 3, I shouldn't be giving away all these secrets, but I'll give them away. All of the social media platforms are in a fight. Okay. YouTube is fighting Facebook. Facebook and Instagram are the same thing. Facebook and Instagram are fighting Twitter. Okay. Twitter's fighting LinkedIn. They're all fighting one another. It's a huge war. And winning the war is winning the attention. It's winning my eyeballs, your eyeballs, Kim Zabia's eyeballs, the mayor's eyeballs. Okay. And how it's measured is we have our phones in our hand, and whatever app we're in, they're winning the war at that point in time. Okay. So if we're spending all our time on Facebook, Facebook is winning. If we're spending all our time on Instagram, Instagram's winning. And guess what? It is a zero-sum game, because if you're on Instagram, you're not on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, you're not on LinkedIn. If you're on YouTube, you're not on, so they measure winning by time on their platform. How much time is someone spending on their platform? And then secondarily, the engagement, how engaged, how much are they enjoying whatever they're doing? Are they liking? Are they commenting? Are they sharing? Right? Are they retweeting? Are they, on YouTube, on YouTube, leaving comments, tips, everything? They all have their engagement signals. So contemplate the stuff that you're putting on the socials. Let me guess, 2D image after 2D image after 2D image. Maybe you listen to my advice sometimes and you're actually posting pics of you holding yourself, or maybe a funny little video or something. Now contemplate running a live art show that's going to go anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours. Contemplate how long your content is making people stay on the platform. Okay. It's making people stay on the platform for a long time. And if they stay on the platform for a long time, let's just say Facebook is like, wow, I really appreciate you doing that for me. As a result of you doing that for me, I'm going to show your content to way more people. And so your normal Facebook post, let's say you have 1,000 followers, your normal Facebook post is going to be seen organically by 7 of your followers, but your live video is going to be seen by like 250 of your followers. Yeah, it's going to be going to be a free ride. Purple Bird Collective, I'm auditing you on that. I'm auditing you on that one, but I'm glad that you did that. I appreciate it. So that's a huge reason why these things are so successful. Okay. Another reason why they're so successful is because none of you guys are doing your marketing consistently. You're just not. Don't lie to me. I know you're not. And so this forces you to do some marketing. Okay. Another reason these are so successful is the majority of you, okay, have not held your work in your hands, talked about it, talked about your inspiration, talked about your pricing. You just haven't. Okay. And this forces you to do that. I have a list here somewhere. Did I make a list? I sort of feel like this is all fresh in my mind because I was writing this post today. But these are the various reasons why these things are just so successful. They are just so successful, right? And I have a list. Let me just see what else is on my list. Yeah, it's marketing you're not doing otherwise. The social sites love video. Okay. So that's really, really important. And it's a sale. And it's a sale that is carved out of whole cloth, meaning like, okay, let's just say you ran 2 sales last year. You ran a Black Friday sale and you ran a Mother's Day sale. Well, those had reasons to run a sale. Do you know what the live art show? You know what reason you have to run a live art show? Nothing. You need nothing. You can do it on a Tuesday. You can do it on a Friday. You can do it in the middle of the night for all I care. It doesn't need to be tied to anything. You can do them at any time. And by the way, as many times as you like. You know, you could do one every day. You could do 3 a day. I would love to see somebody do 3 a day, by the way. You do 3 a day. I'll do 3 of these things a day. Marianne's asking, is there a max and a minimum time for them to last? No, not at all. It can be about 1 piece. It can be about 30 pieces. Yeah. The only thing you need to do, Mary, is run one. That's it. It doesn't matter. There's nothing else that matters. There's nothing else that matters. Success. Let me tell you what the rules of the contest are going to be. The rules of the contest are going to be all you have to do is run one and send me the link. That's it. You're entered to win if you do that. Oh, no. And then you're going to have to share a thing on your Facebook page that says, I ran this contest, you can too. Or I ran a live art show, you can too. Here's the guide, because otherwise I don't get any new attention. But you do that, you're entered to win. If you're not a customer, you're going to be able to win like 1 5-year membership, 1 3-year membership, and then maybe a 1-year membership or whatever else I throw in there. But all you're going to have to do is run a show. That's it. That will be the barrier for success. And you know what's so fantastic about them too? You can see I'm passionate about this and rant about this, but the bar for success, how success is joined, is just the fact that you did one. That's it. It's just the fact that you did one. I don't care if you have 0 email list. I don't care if you have 1 follower on Instagram, okay, and it's your mother. I don't care if no one sees the show at all. It doesn't matter. What I know is the teach a man to fish parable, right? Which I believe is in the Bible. I'm not sure, but it's that whole give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And I'm starting to see that already. Like they're okay. And I'm gonna give a story, and if she's watching, she's gonna know who this is. But I'm not gonna use your name. But we helped her, okay, run her first live art show. Okay, we helped her, meaning went through the whole playbook. She's a customer, taught her everything else. Then Juan, who's on my marketing team, you're gonna start seeing him in videos. He's like, I just got an email from her, and she's really nervous. She wants us to help on the second one. And I was like, Juan, no way, not doing it. We're not helping her. And you know, that sounds mean, but I did that purposely because I wanted to see whether or not she was going to get it over the line. And guess what she did? She just ran it on her own. And guess what she sold between the 2 shows? $12,000. $12,000. And they were like 2 weeks apart. Her first, we helped her. Her second. So why am I saying all that? I'm saying I know if I just get you to do one, you're going to do the next one. I mean, the terrible analogy is it's like, you know, this is a terrible analogy. I don't even know I should use this. I'm just going to use it anyway. But you know why the drug dealers give the drugs out for free, the first sample, because the drug is so doggone addictive that they know you're going to be coming back and back and back. It's this, except the addictive thing is how successful you're going to be if you run one of these and how much you're going to enjoy the process. I know you'll be coming back and back and back. And then after you've run like 30 of them and it's significantly changed your business and your life, you're going to be like, okay, what else do they know at Art Storefronts? I'm going to go sign up. Or if you're already a customer, you already love us for the most part. So that'll help. So it's going to be a huge contest. It's going to be for customers and non-customers. My guess is that I will get it in the water sometimes next week. I got to get everyone to sign off everything, make sure all my little bells and whistles are true, and then we'll go from there. I know Purple Bird's like, it's a terrible analogy. I should not have brought that up, but that's sort of what I feel. The teach a man to fish is the better one. Yeah, it is. Leslie saying the hardest part is to start. It's like a train. It is like a train. It's totally like a train. That's a great analogy. Or you get a ball rolling down a hill and it's really hard to push it at first, and then it just snowballs, right? So that's the game. That's the game plan, guys. That is the game plan, and I'm really, really excited about it. I can't wait to see how many of you actually do them, right? And again, for the non-customers, number one, I'm going to give you the guide, right? So here's the guide, exactly what you need to do, exactly what you can ignore, exactly what you don't need to worry about, right? And like the questions like Marilyn, that's Marilyn asking here, well, what's the best day or what's the best time? How do we announce it and do all of that? None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that you do it, and you'll never know what the best day or the best time is until you just run one and ship one, right? But those are always the questions that like come to mind, like, well, when do I do it? Like, well, what time? And I always respond, you're going to be running thousands of these. When's the best time to learn to ride a bike? Whenever you feel like going out inside and jumping on it, because you're going to have to keep trying and fall a couple of times until you get the hang of it. And then we take the training wheels off, and then you fall a bunch more. Then all of a sudden you're ripping down the street, right? So it doesn't matter. Whenever you want to go outside and ride the bike, that's it. Like, doesn't matter when you want to do it. So for those of you who just joined, we're talking about running live art shows. That's sort of where the conversation has gone. I've already covered the collector list thing. It's supposed to be an AMA. In case in point, right? Like, I'm trying to start a new series here that's AMA, Ask Me Anything, like with the idea that you guys would ask questions about things that you're struggling with, and I would do it. It's really not even what it's just turning into me ranting and then you guys spurring me on here or there. I don't know if this thing's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the AMAs. I don't know if I'm going to ditch them, right? But it's me running a live broadcast and iterating and learning. And it's like, I got to practice what I preach, right? I'm telling all of you guys to do this all the time. Well, what the heck do you think I'm doing now, right? And another little awesome thing about these live art shows, live broadcasts, live broadcasting, streaming in general is, there are my list, your list, whatever, right? Like, let's start with my attention right now, and later we'll talk about yours. The analogy I always give are when fish are at the surface. Okay, when fish are at the surface, and so I like fishing, and so when your fish is out on the boat, and I love that, by the way, I love that you're saying that, Born Dasm. I ambushed a guy. Named Mike Greaves, and I was in Denver, and I apologize. I was on a bachelor party, and I definitely had a few too many beers, and I shouldn't have done that. But he was really, really cool, and I walked right into his trailer, and I was like, dude, you are doing a live art show right now. And he's like, all right, let's go. It was awesome. And I grabbed my phone, and I should have grabbed his, but I grabbed my phone because Art Storefronts had more followers than him. And I was like, let me run it on mine and let's just see. And I gave him like 2 seconds. I didn't even give him 2 seconds. I was like, you're going to grab 5 pieces. You're running the live art show right now. Let people know how they can pay you. Boom. And I just turned it on, and he totally went for it. And that guy's art was awesome too. He was super talented. I've since looked at his other stuff. He's like really, really good at like the graffiti, but those little small pieces I thought they were so cool. So I was super stoked to do that. Yeah, that's right, David. You're going to be doing it soon because we're having a contest for non-customers and customers to run a live art show. And I'm going to come up with all kinds of cool prizes, and I'm going to announce it sometime next week. So stay tuned for that. What else? I feel like this has been a good rant, actually. I might save this one on the podcast. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Again, though, guys, let me go back to my countdown timer. Okay, the reason I'm pounding all of you guys on this, and again, this is just as important for customers as it is for not. 75 days, guys, until the start of Q4. 75 days. 75 days. That means you've got 75 days until a marathon starts. That means you need to start going on some runs now. What are the runs? You got to get your art up on a website. Then you need to start marketing. Then you need to run a sale when Black Friday comes. If you just do that and my live art show, you are going to stand the greatest level of success of actually taking your business from hobbyist to side hustle. If you're already in the side hustle, we want to move the side hustle up to full hustle. If you're already in the full hustle, we want to double that thing, right? And the key to it is just art on a website, pre-marketing. Boy, is it going to help if I get you guys to run 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 live shows before the Black Friday live shows. Oh my goodness. So the whole thing's a process, and I want all of you guys to get fired up for this, right? I am your trainer, and I'm prescribing to you the workouts that you are going to need to be successful for this marathon that's coming up. So yes, we'll be announcing the contest to customers on the Zoom sessions on office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we will also be emailing everybody about it for sure. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be banging it. I'm a marketer. I'm going to be banging a drum on this. You will not be able to avoid finding out about this contest if your life depended on it. If you come online at all, I will get you. I will get you. If you're a customer, even more so. So yeah, you guys will all hear about it. You'll all see about it. I'll be banging the drum nonstop. And yeah, my lights are starting to make me sweat. So I think we're going to leave it there. Thanks everybody for watching. Great questions, great comments. Anytime you see the AMA thing going on, know you can throw the questions in, and I'd love to answer any and all of them. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.